Hello and welcome back to another Creative Lab session. In this session, I will be explaining you how you can get the best results out of an AI. This is insanely important for anyone who is working with AI or anyone who's trying to get started. The quality of the prompt, also known as the instruction to an AI, directly affects the output. In the previous session, we explained all the different AI models, and today I will guide you through the perfect prompting guide made by myself and Philippe, the AI specialist. The power of prompting is that you can create better content within minutes, what used to take hours. But the issue is that if you don't do it correctly, you get a bunch of unusable generic content. The perfect prompt follows a simple formula which works best in marketing. The formula goes as followed. As a role, I want to achieve a certain goal by an action for a target audience. With this formula, you can create prompts that get you the output that you want. We will first begin with the role. The role is who the AI is pretending to be and will correlate to the output. So just to give a very random example, if you put in an AI, as a 5-year-old, what is your favorite food? It will respond as a 5-year-old and not as a mature response with what a 5-year-old would like to eat. So in that case, the AI is imagining what it would be like as a 5-year-old and will give you the output as a 5-year-old. And that is where the main focus lies. If you replace the 5-year-old with an expert, you will get responses that come from an expert. Just to give some examples, you could write the following. As a copywriter with 25 years of experience, or as a social media manager, etc. Or maybe even as a brand strategist who is specialized in the field of cars if you're looking for a specific sector. After we have set the role, it is important to also set a goal. As you can imagine, a text that drives sales will be a lot different than a text that likes to educate the reader. So when setting up a goal, think about the end result and how you can reach it. Some examples could be, I want to build awareness or I want to increase engagement. You should not put in the goal, write an article. Even though that might be the goal of your prompt, that is not the goal that you want to reach. Write a magazine is a action. Which brings us to our next point, action. The action is used to specify what output the AI should give. The action is the foundation that the AI works with. And this is going to give shape to your response. It might seem a little unnatural, but when you combine it with the rest of the formula, it will make a lot of sense. So let's start. As a copywriter, I want to educate customers by writing an article about ancient Rome. The action is where you give body to the output. So before we added the action, it already knew what it needed to know from its knowledge as a copywriter, and it already knew what the final goal was. By including the action, you tell the AI what to create. And finally, we move on to our target audience. Knowing who you are going to be creating content for is very important. Adding a target adds a tone of voice to the output and further specifies the response. You can, for example, mention that it's for a certain age group or for people with specific interest, but you can also mention a certain communication style like Gen Z. These 4 building blocks are essential for generating the best possible outputs. But do remember that you should always expand on your prompt. The more extensive it is, the better it will work. There are also some slight techniques used within prompting to make it better. The first one is zero-shot prompting. This will be your normal, everyday use of an AI. You just give it an instruction and it will give you an answer. But then we also have few-shot prompting. Few-shot prompting basically means that you give the AI some examples to work with. It will use these as inspiration or to copy over a certain tone of voice. Another powerful way to generate better outputs is chain prompting. Chain prompting basically means that you're dividing a massive task into multiple subparts. This means the AI can use these smaller tasks to go more in depth. An example of this is Step 1, research your audience. Step 2, create content themes. Step 3, write a specific copy. Step 4, plan distribution. This way you can use the previous context as part of your prompt. It's obviously very nice to include in your prompt what you want the AI to output. But what also works is a technique called negative prompting. With this technique, you tell the AI what not to include. This can be very helpful when it comes to brand safety or tone of voice control. And finally, you can also add limits to your prompts, like, for example, length, focus points, or creativity. There are quite a lot of things to keep in mind, but these are the common things that go wrong. Too vague. When a prompt is too vague, the AI will fill in the gaps. So make sure you're specific with what you put in. No context. If there is no context given to the AI will not know what you want. Give as much detail as possible. The wrong tone. By not specifying the tone, you might get an output that doesn't align with your expectations. It is always good to check your prompt. That's why we have this quick quality checklist. First, Is it specific enough? Secondly, does it match our brand voice? Third, will your audience understand it? Fourth, does it solve a real problem? And fifth, is the call to action clear? If these 5 all check out, you should have a quality prompt that will give you the best results. We have created an entire article dedicated to this, and if you want to read more, check the description down below. AI is only as good as the instruction that you give it. With the right details, you can write quality prompts that give you the results that you need. Thanks for watching and best of luck with prompting.